Ah, there we go. So why don't we start making some bronze and an anvil. So let's make an anvil, and then we're going to start making bronze bars. And I think that would be a solid plan for us going forward, because what we need to do is start making some high-quality armor gear. Now, in the meantime, of course, what we can do is... Ah, there we go. Everybody's putting stuff together. Fantastic. Look at that. Our first setup, and we got the archery targets constructed. Now, let's build some doors. Let's build a double door here. This is going to look super cool, I think. We'll put the doors in there. And how's this project working? I really wish that they would just finish this and start actually building our cistern layout, but I guess they're going to try and do everything but the cistern. The thing that I'm most excited about, they're not going to do. That's fine. It's, you know, dwarves. That's the way they do it. That's the way they do it. Yeah, so we should be a little bit better thing. What I'm looking for, though, is something that let us smelt the other types of metal, because we've hit wolfram. We have a little bit of it. Could we build, I think it's maybe, it's not a metallurgist's forge, maybe it's a crucible? We need 3 steel bars for a crucible, and a blast furnace, we need 5 steel bars. So we're going to have to find iron no matter what. And I don't think we have any iron yet, so we're just going to have to content ourselves with bronze for now, I suppose. And you could see, got a little, our little friend here is working away and making bronze for us. Oops, summer. Our food situation is so stable and this environment's so good for food that I feel pretty happy with the way things have been going. But let's not forget before too long to move all our animals downstairs with nest boxes. They should be better. And it looks like we've got this entire area set up. So let's designate a barracks, right? Now let's make it the full size of this room. Now, we're not going to give it to... We're going to probably set it up... Okay, so let's make our new squad of folks. I think this is the way to go. So let's call up our hotkeys, because this is kind of new territory. What we're going to do is make a crossbow squad. I think we're going to have our hunter lead it. Who's our hunter these days? Read the dwarves. We want a hunter. Ustuth, the awesome... is our hunter. So Ustuth is going to become our new military commander. So first thing we're going to do, nobles administration. Sorry, Xephos, you're just not the military commander anymore. I think you're probably fine with that, though, because you probably have the most excitement. Okay, Ustuth, you are now the military commander. And let's go ahead and set up our squads. The strangled clasps, we're going to actually, I think, delete this squad. Disband it. All right, we're going to create a squad. We'll have them, they're archers. And they're the bottled witches. Oh, that sounds kind of cool, actually. Okay, who would be good besides Ustuth? Who would be good with them? So this is where we can pull up this screen. We'll reload. And then we'll put in military, and we'll basically see who could be a good crossbow user. And basically, we can just sort of see, like, some people have the red squares are just absolutely terrible, whereas the black squares are fairly good. Here's the melee set. Here's the range set, right? So let's see. Besides Ustuth, Boa, once again, Boa, why are you so good at everything? It looks like Raris here would be good, and that's probably good because he's kind of good for nothing otherwise. Yeah, okay, so Raris we'll add, and then we'll add Sawtooth, actually. It looks like Sawtooth, you're going to be commissioned in the military after your strange results. And then who's not terrible out of this? We got Raris. Rurik is busy doing other valuable things. So here's the squad layout for the Bottled Witches. Oh, and by the way, Raris, you know what? Because you're going to be training, and you actually have a fair amount of talent in this coming up, not to mention, wow, quite a bit of magical talent as well. I think that's really cool. Okay, Raris. Well, and he's the Beast Warden's Guild Dwarf. Raris Plank Junkie. Congratulations, dude. You know who you are? Sips. Got another Yogscast member showing up. Let's go ahead and commit that. All right. Now we go back over here. And we got Sips. Let's go ahead and leave them. So what we're going to do now is make sure that we have their uniforms sorted. For now, they can take metal armor, and we would prefer it if they would maybe work on... we'll be working on mail, I think. Yeah, so let's go ahead and just focus on this for the archer aspect of things. What we'd like to do is have them focus on not individual choice range, but rather crossbows. Let's have you focus on crossbows, and then let's remove this individual choice there. So we definitely want you to go get crossbows. We have a bunch of them lying around now. We want you to be a crossbow squad, the Bottled Witches, with Sips, Oostooth. I don't know who Oostooth is going to be yet, but he'll be somewhat awesome. And then we're going to go here and make this a barracks, this whole room, for the Bottled Witches. And we're going to call this the Witches Bottle. Ta-da! Yeah, so that should be a place where we go. Now, for the squads, the Bottled Witches, we're basically going to set them up with a schedule. If we go to view the schedule, we can see that we just like them to basically train all year round. Now, I think that that's probably pretty solid, but let's actually set them up to be maybe half the year. So the first half of the year they're going to train. So let's actually give them, let's have them train for 3 months on and off, and then, no, that's fine. You know what? Let's just keep it like this. All right, so yeah, they'll train all the time. They are our first full-time military squad. Let's just actually say that. So we're going to activate this squad. And so we can say schedule inactive, schedule active training. So basically we can just tell them to get to work. So now those folks are going to be active and in training. We really don't need the hunting. So yeah, that should be fantastic. And we'll see that they'll begin to eventually move in and take over their work. Sawtooth, Bekor, they've all become recruits, and they're all going to train. And they're all going to train under our hunter, who's already got great archery skill. Hopefully that will be enough. Let's make sure that our craft dwarfs are making lots of bone bolts, because we're going to be going through a ton of these now. Now, fortunately, we just have a really massive sum of bolts, so that's great. And well, we've probably got enough bronze now to think about. We can change their setup there, but we can go ahead and say bronze. Let's go ahead and make bronze mail shirts for all of them. I think that that would be mail. Sounds like a good call. So we want to make 4 of those. Yeah, hopefully that's enough, and we'll see how well that job goes. Hopefully we'll have some awesome armor smith come in, do some work, and you know, generally cause a lot of fun. Now, how is Duncan's? Duncan's research is ready. Now, researching is tricky, but we can look at this. We actually have, so basically you need reagents, and those reagents are kind of rare, but when you go ahead and do stuff, like for example, if we want to research a machine factory, we're going to need metal bars, black powder, spring steel, all this stuff, right? Steam engines, we need a brass, we need an alchemy lab, we'll need stones, gems, bars, flux stones, unrotten soap. Actually, we could probably get to that. That would definitely be possible. Coin mints need stones, mechanisms, and steel bars. Again, there's a bunch of stuff we can do here, but we just need to start working on it. Mega Beast kennels, armories. What do we need for that? We need steel bars, tanned hide, anvils, and refined coals. Yeah, okay. Well, that's fine. But check it out. We can actually look at great forges. And then we can look at toxicology labs. And I actually think I'd like to try the toxicology lab first. All right, Duncan, I believe that you're the only person who can work on this. Let's just make sure of that. Where is research on this list? There we are. Yeah, Duncan has it. Now, let's just check, though. So, who would actually be good at this? Can we see maybe who would be actually have a proficiency for it? So this actually shows us the proficiency, and then it shows us their ability. So if we go over here and we look, boy, this is a lot longer view. This is a really, really intense view, actually. Invention and research. He really has no aptitude for it one way or the other. He's 55%, so he's not bad at it, but he's also not great. Now, he's actually an awesome mechanic. So who would actually be a really fantastic researcher? It looks like we don't have anybody who really stands out, but we do have a couple people who are better. Like, who's this? That would be Sam. Interesting. Sam, you might actually need to take over on that. Let's see. So 69% for this person here. Sawtooth. Sawtooth, you're oversubscribed. And Sam, you're doing really important work for us, so I think we're going to leave it to Lalna, because he at least has some skill. And That would be important for us. Yeah, so invention and research. Yeah, Lulna's not the best, but he's also not the worst. And no one's substantially better, so I think we'll be fine with this. Let's get off of this crazy view. Alright, someone get to it. Hopefully we can get toxicology, poison weapons, poison bolts, can you imagine? And we're almost done with this part of the cistern, which is exciting. I think we'll be ready soon. What else can we work on? Ah, yeah, we shouldn't forget our most basic of tasks. All these new dwarves, we gotta get them in rooms. That's just, it's not negotiable. We have to get them into, so we'll need to build some more doors, and I think that we'll be able to start to get people set up soon. Now, it looks like we're a little bit low on doors, so I'm going to have to build those. We should also start improving the lives of our dwarves. I think that maybe it's time for us to consider the creation of, well, some cabinets? I mean, just some raw cabinets would probably be pretty nice. Yeah, well, let's see if we can work on that. But yeah, we just need to also get these beds in place, and so people can start sleeping, because I think that they're going to be, I'm seeing people falling asleep at their workshops, they're just generally not having a great time. Meanwhile, Boa's in here, just, you know, having a good time by herself. I guess this is her thing. She enjoys her giant empty room. Hey, look, someone's starting to tunnel our cistern. Hooray! Hooray! Look at this, it goes really fast. It goes so fast. So this is where water is going to flow in, and ultimately, once we get this dug, we'll have to go even lower because we're going to actually dig down to this level and basically allow a system where water can flood in down there. And I think that so long as it has plenty of room to spread out, it's not going to cause problems for us and flood our whole fortress. If it does, that'll be fun. I think, let's be honest, that will be fun. While that's going on, I really do hope that our folks are going to start training. Like our military, can you, like, consider maybe doing some work? They're supposed to be active. Hopefully they'll start training soon. Not just living a life of military leisure. Oh, Polygannon's been stung by a hornet? A honeybee? Oh yeah, honeybees. The problem is that Xephos is shirking on his bee-related tasks. Dude, come on, we got all these, look at these bees. Look at these bees. We got bees. We got bees. All these things going on up here. Meanwhile, why don't we also start using this new space? So let's see. We got I made two pastures, one down here. Let's pasture all the egg-laying animals down here for now. I think we have enough area for them to range. So let's go ahead and give the dew beetle and friends, the cavern keats. These are all things that can produce eggs, I think is our plan. Woolly mountain goats, female horns, so we have the cave turtles, and boulder crabs. We got a lot of animals now. We need to start slaughtering. Yep. And then this one over here, let's put in some of the ones that tend to need repasturing, like, or there are grazers, because I think this area is growing faster. So let's go and say the boars, the goats. Well, no, let's leave the goats up top. We'll move the boars downstairs. And the tusk oxen downstairs. Alright, so the excavations are going well. I've been doing a few other random things, like building beds and designating smoothing and all these other things. As you can see, we're actually smoothing out some rooms right now. Keep hitting the help keys. But then, just to my surprise, check this out. Look who's come into a strange mood. NeonProdigy. So, what are your thoughts? I mean... NeonProdigy, what do you even want? So NeonProdigy's highest skill is Carpenter, and that's going to be a different thing. Can we unsuspend these, by the way, and just get those done? We really like to have more tables. Yes, good. Who knows what NeonProdigy's going to ask for, but that's suspended. Now, we also don't want to forget that we need to put down a coffin. It's been quite a long time, and I confess it's nearly the end of the year, and I forgot to build the coffin, so we just need to go ahead and build that. right down here, and this will be the start of our catacombs. And as soon as that's placed, we'll have a pretty good setup. Now you'll notice that I'm doing a bunch of digging over here. NeonProdigy has begun a mysterious construction. Zoom to location. Yes, so I thought that they would claim this. Let's view what we're seeing here. Keeps muttering Uno Borshar. Hopefully they'll be a little bit more clear about that. I'm not sure what Uno Borshar is. Some migrants have arrived. Cool. Well, we'll give them a sec to hop in and see what we get from them. Because look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wow. 8. Wow, we really got a lot of migrants. That's fantastic. Welcome to Yogs Modan. Welcome to SilverSplashed. We're gonna need to build some more tables. This dining room is getting smaller and smaller.